Welcome back to the analysis show, myself and Tim Sherwood. Time now to talk title contenders. There were some impressive performances this weekend, none more so than this man in a Man United shirt, Bruno Fernandes, hat-trick, Tim. Off and running straight away.
So reliant on Bruno last season, and same again. Can't never ever get bored of talking about this boy. You know, amazing professional. Come to the Premier League, took it by storm. Got the responsibility, a real Manchester United player, I call him. Someone who's willing to take the onus, take the football and make his team tick. Magnificent goal threat he is. And linking up brilliantly with Paul Pogba, who was equally as good at the weekend.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the goals then this weekend and how they came about. Straight away, I'm just going to pause it actually, because I'm going to say that he got a bit of help this week, because the way Leeds play, and we highlighted it last year on the analysis show, they like to mark man for man. So they get tight with their man. There you go, I'm tight, no problem at all. Now he's tight. There he is with Bruno Fernandes, Robin Koch in midfield.
Yeah.
What happens?
Well, he just lets him go. I mean, it's a good ball. He didn't expect it. I think McTominay is an unsung hero in that midfield area. When you've got Pogba and Fernandes, you need someone who's responsible, and McTominay gives them that. But take nothing away from the finish. The pass was excellent round the corner from Pogba. He sees Fernandes, he's looking for him, but the touch and finish was exquisite. And then Pogba again turning away, and the weight of pass there into Bruno. I think if you're going to stand on the line, you have to stay on the pitch, surely. And Ayling puts himself behind the line, so gives him no chance. Now he's clever. This is where he bends his run. Can Lindelof find him? I think there's a result for VAR, this one as well. It's one of them.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say exactly the same thing, because this time last year, this would have been disallowed.
Chalked off.
It would have been chalked off.
But it's too close. No one likes these decisions to be chalked off, so advantage goes to the attacker. Great weighted pass from Lindelof, and the finish is, I mean, no words. Wow.
Do you think he's the best at making that type of run? I mean, in the past, we've seen Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
I would liken him to Frank Lampard. Those late runs, getting into the box. That's what he's like now, isn't it? He
plays with such audacity, doesn't he? I mean, he puts himself on offer all of the time. He's got real trust in his ability. And for someone to go to Man United, sometimes they can handle the situation because it's a huge football club, or they are shrinking violets. This boy just loves it. Yeah. Just loves the occasion, especially with the fans back in there. He relished it.
What about this list here? Opening day hat-tricks, some great names on there. Mickey Quinn for Coventry at Arsenal. I was actually at that game, believe it or not, 1993-94 season. Matt Le Tissier, hat-trick, lost the game. Lost the game 4-3. That doesn't happen too often, does it? Hat-trick on the opening day and lose. Dion Dublin, he'll enjoy that as well. In 97, Coventry, 3 goals against Chelsea. And Bruno's just added himself to that list after Salah got a hat-trick last season as well. So, yeah, nice list there, isn't it?
Well, Coventry are very prominent.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't mind a few goals on the opening day. No, some good strikers there, some legends in Premier League history there.
Let's talk Paul Pogba then, because they've got a problem, United, haven't they? What do they do with his contract? He's got a year left. They're trying to extend it. They're desperately trying to extend it. Might not sign a deal. Might leave for free next year. What would you do if you're Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Man United right now?
I'd sign him. I'd try to sign him. I think his mind's made up, whatever he wants to do. He either wants to leave to go to PSG. I think Lionel Messi has probably put a spanner in the works of that. I mean, how much money have PSG actually got? Who else can afford to buy Paul Pogba? Probably only PSG. I don't think they sell him anywhere else in the Premier League. If I'm Paul Pogba, I'm staying at the biggest club in the world, which is Man United. Because if you play like that, and they look like they're going to add more to their squad, hopefully, for Man United fans' sake, they might add a centre forward to it. And I think they've got a real opportunity to win the Premier League. He's left on a free before. I'm sure they won't want it to happen again. That's the only thing I would say. Year left, very precarious. Getting nothing for a player again who's worth a lot of money.
How good was his performance this weekend then?
Outstanding. I think it's up to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get this out of him on a regular basis. He does it on a regular basis in the France shirt, and I don't think it's always necessarily his fault that he can't. I think if you play him in that position where he's free, I like Fernandes on one side, him on the other side, McTominay and Fred giving the protection. I think, look at the weight of pass here.
Do you think he could be the difference in the title race? And I asked that question because obviously Bruno, we know what he did last season. He was absolutely outstanding, but Pogba not necessarily at his best last season. If Pogba does this all year, could he be the difference?
Yeah. He's an outstanding footballer. I mean, what can't he do? He can score goals.
Consistency?
Consistency, yeah, but I think that's largely down to the way he's played. Sometimes he plays off the left, sometimes off the right. I think if you play him loose and let him just play, give him his head, like they do with Bruno Fernandes, I think that them two linking up together, and they're playing with a smile on their face. You see him smiling when he plays for France. It's great to see him smile in a Man United shirt. It's easy to smile when you're winning the game very, very easily. But listen, the kid's got everything. For me, I'm getting the best out of him. I'm telling him that we are building a team around you. Make him feel, even if you don't believe it yourself, make him feel like he's the best player they've ever seen at Manchester United. He's got that swagger. I keep talking about that Bruno Fernandes, that Paul Pogba, that Varane now, swagger. When you're lining up against them, we've done it many times. All them great stars Man United have had, when they don't even consider you in the tunnel, when you look just focused. They know it's just up to them to do their job and they win the game.
Yeah.
That is what they're creating there at the moment. They've got some real attitude. I love it.
I know you think that United should go and sign a centre forward. Obviously no Cavani this weekend, no Rashford. Sancho was on the bench. But the man who played up top was Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
And he was excellent. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually really praising him, saying over the summer he's a different man now. He's turned into a man over the summer. Physically, he's better.
I mean, if this performance is anything to go by, I mean, he's improving no end. I mean, that is the shot across. I mean, it's the only place he could score. But he's got pace, he's in behind. It's when they need a centre forward. Listen, they've got Daniel James on the other side. They've got Rashford when he comes back. They've got pace on the counter-attack. It's when teams sit back against them. When they need to nick that game, when they don't create as many chances, that is when they need the Kane of this world, someone who just nicks them a goal and wins them the game when they haven't played well.
He's got 6 weeks left before he turns 20, and this is the most Premier League goals as a teenager. He's on the list and he's fifth in that with 18. Great company, some unbelievable players on that list. I think a lot of people feared that he might not play as much this season with obviously Cavani signing another year, Sancho coming in. Will Sancho play on the right and Greenwood then be left out? Started off brightly. Will he play enough, I think, this season?
I think he will. I think they're involved in all competitions. I think they'll go deep in a lot of competitions. I think he will play. He needs to look at his mate, Marcus Rashford, and he needs to see how he's developed. And not in a detrimental way towards Marcus, but I think he stood still. And I think Mason's got to look at that and think, no, there's room for improvement. I need to continue, because I think Marcus Rashford is a very good player, but I think he's been a very good player when he's had the same experience as Greenwood. Now he needs to improve from that. He needs to see he's not at his ceiling yet, Marcus. I think he can still improve, and certainly Mason Greenwood can improve, but he's not a number 9. The best number 9 they've got at the football club. Martial, for me, is not a 9. He wants to play off the left as well. I think it's Cavani still. He knows how to play in that position. He's someone who can nick you that goal, but he's not getting any younger. I think they need to add to it. Like I say, if they added Harry Kane, there's 2 teams in Manchester. The team what needs Harry Kane is the team in red, in my opinion. You bring in Harry Kane, you win the league, or you have a very good chance to. Well, at the moment, I think they might fall short because they haven't got a 9.
He's certainly edging towards the blue half of Manchester, though, Harry Kane, because they're the team that look most likely to sign him. But Man United have done business. They've signed Sancho, signed Rafael Varane as well at centre-half. Is he a missing piece in the jigsaw as well?
Yeah. I mean, I think Lindelof gets a raw deal, to be honest. I don't think he's as bad as what people make out. But I think he's a winner, a proven winner. When you look around your dressing room, we're talking about how you feel as a team. When you're looking at Varane and the trophies, what he's won, you can only be optimistic that he's going to bring success to your club as well. And I think it's that Vidic Ferdinand combination, whereas Maguire likes to defend the penalty area. I think Varane, with his pace, helps him defend the halfway line. And I think that's when Man United are at their best, or Man United of old were always at their best. Still
early, still a few weeks left of the transfer window, still business to be done. Right now, Man United, where would you?
Oh, we've got every chance. Every chance. I think the top 4 is pretty much, I mean, listen, there might be a surprise. Brendan Rodgers and Leicester always spring a surprise. But you're looking at Man City, not in any particular order, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United. There's your 4 done already. Can anyone break into that? I hope Tottenham can, but I doubt it. Certainly if Harry Kane leaves. And Leicester, you can never, ever write off.
No.